I just pulled up a zinc penny signal. It is not a zinc penny. Instead, it is this little button here. So, metal button, not entirely sure how old it is, but it looks pretty old, so it's a good find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So this was shallow and sort of masked. I have no clue what this thing is. It's some sort of disc. It's got some sort of writing on the back. Let's see if I can read that. Probably not going to be able to through the camera, but wow. Whatever that is fancy. I think this is going to need a little bit more cleaning, and when I got that, I will loop you back in. So here it is all cleaned up. It's made of lead, and there was something in the middle that just crumbled when I rubbed it. And it's got a lot of fancy on the back side. I can't really see it all that well, but it says patent applied for. So whatever this is, I will loop you back in with whatever this thing is, and maybe a date if I can find one, but that is a super cool find. I will take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I just pulled up this little buckle here. It is absolutely tiny. I'm thinking either a watch or a shoe, and that is super, super fancy. Definitely looks like it's got an old patina to it. So a cool find, I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I just pulled up another piece of old stuff. This is a Model T valve stem cover, so definitely got some age to it, probably over 100 years old, so I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, that was down in the iron, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a buffalo nickel. If it is, that's going to be my first of the year as I attempt to get the dirt off. That is really caked on there good as I drop it. And yeah, that right there is going to be a buffalo nickel. That's for sure. Looks like there's even going to be a date on it. Let's see what we got. Looks like maybe a 1916. Not 100% sure. It's pretty tough, but I will certainly take it buffalo nickel. It has been a long, long time since I found one of these. Does not appear to be a mint mark on the back, but that is a super pretty coin. But in the pouch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. So I just pulled up this huge chunk of brass from way down deep. It's a little bit busted up, and it's got a ton of fancy on it. I am pretty sure that right there along here is the clasp for a sash buckle. So this is probably going to be Victorian era or so, but a super cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I just pulled up this round green disc. Oh, it's not a coin. That's a button. And this looks insanely old. I can already tell you that is a one-piece flat button of some sort. Yeah, there's the shank. Maybe there's a back mark under all this crust. Huh. I'm going to give this a good clean, and when I got it all cleaned up, I will loop you back in. So here's just one more look at it all cleaned up. If there's text in there, I can't see it, but that is without a doubt a flat button, and this could very well go back to Omaha's earliest beginnings back in the 1850s. No clue exactly how old it is, but it's definitely pretty old, definitely 1800, so I am super thrilled with that. So in the pouch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Well, way down deep there, I just pulled up a coin, and I believe I think that's a nickel of some sort. That's my best guess, at least, or maybe a token. And that is certainly a nickel, because that is not just any nickel. That is going to be a shield nickel. The first I've ever dug not in a road tear out. So this is going to be my nicest one by far. You can see the stars on the back. So these date from 1867 up to, 1866 all the way up to 1883. I can't read the date on this one, but I'm going to clean it up and I will loop you back in. So here it is all cleaned up. That is for sure a shield nickel. However, the date is just roasted away. That is okay though. This is still a very, very old coin. These do not come up often at all in Nebraska, so I'm super thrilled to have this coin. So in the pouch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Well, I don't know what it is about this little pocket, but there's just coins everywhere. Or not ever, I guess 3 old ones, but still it's a very concentrated area. No clue what this one is going to be, but it is just destroyed. It's definitely a penny, though what kind I have no clue. I'm going to clean this up a little bit off camera and I will loop you back in. So here's that coin all cleaned up. It is just a wheat penny. However, on the front side there is nothing. Not a chance I'm going to get a date on this one. Maybe I could soak it in some CLR or hit it with the Andres pencils, but it's still a wheat penny. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I just found this bit here. It says something the 9720 shells. No clue exactly what it is, but it's definitely got some age to it. I'm thinking maybe a pin or something like that. But in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. So I just pulled up this little chain here. It looks like maybe as it starts to fall apart, it's got some gold gilt or something on there. But it's a cool find, maybe to a pocket watch. But in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Well, it looks like we've got insanely old stuff once again. That suspender clip here, this has to be 1800s, possibly even back into the mid 1800s. So definitely onto a pocket of some early finds. So I'm super thrilled about that. So in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Well, a mere few feet away from that little suspender buckle, I just pulled up that. That looks to be some sort of Bale Seal, because it's definitely lead, definitely flat, and I think it might even have some text on it. Regardless, it's definitely got the right feel for a lead Bale Seal. Not anything I can see on this side. This side is also pretty caked, but if I can get some text off there for you, I will loop you back in. If not, let's see if we get something else. So that one there was right on top of the ground, and actually I think I see an anchor on that. That is definitely a button. That is definitely an anchor. I do recognize this button. It is not Navy, sadly. It is just a civilian button, but it came off of a sailor suit and would have probably been made back in like the 10s to the 30s or so. But that is a super cool button. I will take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, guys, it is bucket list time. Right there is going to be my first ever heel plate. So this one could go back at least into the mid 1800s, maybe probably Victorian era or so, but that is a super cool find. It's got a clover pattern on it, but I am very thrilled with that. So in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Well, I saw round and green, but that is not a coin. That is definitely some sort of pendant. Huh. That is super tough to read, whatever is on that. But this side looks like it's got something. Huh. Looks like a Roman soldier or something along those lines. Whatever it is, that is super cool. I'm going to go ahead and clean this up and see if there's any markings on it, and I will loop you back in. So here it is all cleaned up. It's just the bust on this one side, and that has definitely got some age to it. Again, I would guess Victorian or so. And then nothing on the back. Definitely was gold plated at some point, but that is a super cool find. I will take that. Let's see if we get something else. So this one wasn't down very deep at all, but I just pulled up this little clasp or suspender clip or whatever this thing is. It definitely looks like some sort of buckle contraption. It's definitely got some age to it. So in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. So I just eyeballed yet another one of those button punch outs. So these shells were taken probably from the Missouri River because it is pretty close by, and they would punch the holes and make buttons out of the punch out. So super cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So it is all busted up, but that has got to be one of the coolest pocket watch chunks I have ever found. It's got a badge on it, and it's a bone handle, and it's definitely very old. So that is a cool find. I will take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, on the way back to the car, I spotted one last button shell to end the night. So in the pouch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Hey everybody, Bug Eater back with another wrap-up from another go at the Bulldoze 1880s houses. So I went really slow to dig some of the tougher signals this time around, and it really paid off. So I'll start out with the non-metal relics. I got a couple of these button shells, as well as a punch-out. I also got a fancy bit of pocket watch, Model T valve stem cover. This is actually a Victorian-era sash buckle, just a little bit mangled. I also got a couple things I didn't show on camera here. I got this 1972 calendar, and this really fancy brass bit that is very corroded with iron. Then also got onto a bullet, a Bale Seal, pocket watch chain, my first ever heel plate, this one with a clover pattern. This fancy lead bit, which whatever was in the center fell off, and on the back it's got some text. It says something company of Newark, New Jersey, patent applied for. And then I also got onto a few buckles. I got a really old looking suspender buckle, this suspender clip here, and then this super fancy watch or shoe buckle. Now onto the buttons, I got an aluminum 2-hole, another fancy 2-hole with the anchor. My favorite is this one here. It's a one-piece flat button, and then there's nothing on the face of that. Then I also got into a little pin here that says 9720 half shells. Not sure what it is, but I'd guess probably a
a pin to advertise some sort of ammunition. And then I also got onto this pendant here, which has a Greek goddess or Spartan or something on it. And then 3 coins, a 1917 wheat penny, a buffalo nickel, and then there's no mint mark on the back of that one. The date, 1916. And then this one is going to be very tough to see. That is the 5 and the stars on the back because this is a shield nickel. The front is in much better condition, and there was not a date that I could see. But that was my hunt, guys. Thanks again for coming along. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Bug Eater, signing out.